Sam, so question.
Jeremy, what have you seen from Sam this week at practice now that he's been able to go for a couple days?
Yeah, he has high energy. He's focused, and it's fun watching him get used to throwing in the cold. It's a new experience for him, and he's handling it well.
In your experiences, you had in Denver, I'm sure you had some cold weather situations there. What kind of adjustment is that for them?
You know, I think can step up their game when, if it's raining or if it's cold weather games, and I think it's just a true competitor just understands that the circumstances are don't be uncomfortable, and they turn it up a notch usually. You see a lot of big time playmakers make plays when it's windy or rainy or snowy, just because they're competitors.
Is it more mental though, Jeremy? We're not talking about wind or rain. It's just
I think it's mental if you allow it to creep in. I think it can weaken you if you're a weak-minded human being. But I think guys just don't go compete. We've all been playing in cold weather games, so it's just that's the conditions, and that's what we're don't play in.
It's kind of like when it's raining. Obviously, the ball's going to be slippy a bit. When it comes to the cold, like what specifically? How does it impact the quarterback physically when it's cold in terms of throwing the ball?
I don't think it does. I think the biggest factor, if you had to pick a weather condition factor, would be wind. A windy day is harder than anything. It's just cold, but we have benches that get real hot, and we have excellent gear from Gus, and we go play football.
what stands out to you about Buffalo's defense?
Man, they don't allow big plays. They don't have many big plays. They're extremely sound. They're aggressive. They're strong. They're fast. You name it, they do a good job. And it's going to be a big challenge. We obviously remember them from the past. Hadn't been too long ago, so we got to play a good game.
Jeremy, we've asked you this last week. What do you think that Sam can extract positively from being out for 3 games?
Yeah. Just sitting back, like I said last week, sitting watching Josh, how fast he gets to number 2, 3, the progression, and how he recognizes defenses and moves off of number 1, and the tempo of the game. So I think the biggest thing is, he's experienced, the first part of the season, then being able to sit and watch Josh execute the game plan. I think it's going to be worthwhile.
You've been around young quarterbacks and rookie quarterbacks before, so is there a carryover if you are able to finish a season strong and have a string of 2, 3, 4 games, play really well to close out a year? Is there carryover into the next season?
Absolutely, not just for quarterback, for the team, for every player, for the building. I mean, we want to win, and winning's contagious, and it'll take you off to the off season, fired up about working on your craft.
Jeremy, you guys are in the midst of a 5-game stretch that's kind of historic, not in a good kind of way. How do you cope with that as a coach, as a person? You just stay up all night?
This profession is about grinding, and you got to move to the next week. You can't look at last week and lose sleep on it. You got to turn the page. Obviously, we're disappointed. We're not happy with our outcomes, but the opposing teams don't feel sorry for us, so we got to keep working.
Jeremy, if I just have some sequence in Tennessee, the third quarter, Crowell runs 17-27, get down to 15, and you threw it 3 times. Why not just keep trying to ride the hot hand?
Yeah, don't go into the plays because I don't want to talk about scheme, but the RPOs, when you call runs and the defensive structure, forces us to throw it. Sometimes it looks like we're throwing it every time. So I thought the offensive line and the running backs ran the ball extremely hard, and we want to continue to run it when we're down there.
With Sam, how having played, for almost a month, if he's in there, do you expect to kind of scale down the offense at all?
We're going to do what's best for the offense as far as attacking Buffalo's defense. They're extremely fast, like we talked about. They're aggressive, so we're going to do what's best to give us a win.
What do you expect the process to be like for Sam kind of getting his timing back in games?
Right now, coach is still making the decision on who's playing, so he'll make those decisions. But when Sam does play, it's not his first time playing football, so he's going to jump in there and it's going to be just like old times.
Jeremy, what's the challenge when you face a team so close, like a month apart?
Mm-hmm. I think the best thing about it is you remember everything that they did. The challenge is, did they stay the same? Did they change? And we need to get that taste out of our mouth.
Can you tell the guys are a little pissed off at how the game went last week or last month when you guys played?
Guys are focused. They're working hard, and they know what it's going to take.
When you go through a stretch where you're struggling like this, how do you keep your confidence as a playmaker, and how do you keep the confidence of the offense?
We're professionals. This is what we do for a living, and we got to come to work every day and give it our best.
What did you think of Josh Allen when you guys were evaluating him?
Tall, strong, athletic quarterback, really good human being.
Kirsten didn't get any targets last week. What went into that? She's not getting open, or was it just
No.
that was a call for him?
I think we had one. We had one in the red zone called for him. Went out of bounds, but some game plans, some guys get a lot of balls and sometimes they don't, based on coverage progression.
Everybody good?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jeremy.
That's good.
You still have questions?
Just looking at the stats the last 2 weeks. So how, is that just scrambling? Are there design runs for him? How is he gaining all these yards?
Most of it is from scrambling, but they have some design quarterback runs. But a lot of it's for scrambling. I think one game was 99. We saw in the next one was like 135. This guy, if his reads are not there, he is taking off and making plays with his feet.
What's the key for you guys to protect him?
Well, the thing is, you got to rush him. You got to rush him smart and not let him out of the pocket. But then you can't leave him. Sometimes when you say contain the quarterback and they don't really rush, they work to keep him in the pocket. Then you got receivers running all over the place. So it's a fine line between trying to pressure him, keep him in there, and it's a kind of a juggling act.
How different is their scheme from what they're doing offensively when you guys faced them with Barkley versus to now Allen being back in?
Well, he just add they're staying in the same playbook. You just add the other element of a guy that if they block it up and go max protect, he can throw it about 80 yards, and then if it ain't there, he can take off and outrun everybody that's chasing him. It's really strong. He's throwing some BBs. When you sit there and you watch it, it's really, really impressive. I'm saying the last play of the Miami game probably should have been a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? He's scrambling, buying time, and he can throw it as far as he needs to throw it.
Any lineup changes this week?
Far as
Defensive lineup changes?
As far as us, I think we're status quo. Otherwise, Todd would speak about that. I hadn't noticed.
Feel good?
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. See you.
with Sam having another full day of practice, is it safe to say he'll start on Sunday against the Bills?
No, not yet.
How much concern is Crowell?
Well, it's a concern. He missed 2 days. Obviously, it's bothering him, but we'll see how he feels tomorrow and probably be a Sunday thing.
Is that turf toe?
They just told me it was a toe. I don't know if it's turf toe or not.
Did Robbie get hurt in practice today, or was he not feeling 100% after yesterday?
Just sore.
Todd, if Crowell can't go with Elijah, who else? You know, how would you kind of break down?
We got Elijah and Cannon right now, and we got 2 on the practice squad that we can bring up.
So you would have to probably bring one of those guys up.
That's possible, yeah.
Todd Martin could get activated for this week, or probably
No.
not this week. Jamal was saying yesterday that this is personal with the Bills because of what happened last month. Do you get a sense from your team that maybe there's a little something additional this week after what happened a month ago?
I think every week is personal for us, so, the fact that they beat us pretty good, that stings as well. But last week against Tennessee stung, so we just got to go out and play our game.
Todd, what's the challenge when you face a team so close? You faced them a month ago. So how much can change, or do you expect a lot of change?
There won't be a lot of changes. There'll be some tweaks here and there, and they'll see some things that they can take advantage of, and we'll see some things that we'll try and take advantage of. But they know us well. We know them well. It's just a matter of going out and playing, keeping field position, and whoever makes the most mistakes will lose.
Are they doing well defensively?
Well, they're flying around. They're playing very well on defense. Up front, they're getting after it. In the back, they get turnovers, and they play great coverage, so they're very well coached.
What have you noticed about special teams this year? What's been a difference? Why the units perform so much better?
Well, Myers has been doing a great job, and then Roberts has been doing a great job as well. But we got some core guys with Hewitt and Copeland and Brooks and those guys that have been making some good blocks and kind of holding everything down and kind of gelled for us pretty good.
How concerned are you about the offense? We've talked about the struggles for a while now, the 3 touchdowns in 5 games and all the red zone problems. How concerned?
I mean, it's a big concern, obviously, when you're not scoring a lot of points. We're grinding at it, we're working at it. It's not one area, it's not one guy, it's not one thing. Whether it's a coach or a player, we got to get the ball in the end zone in order for us to win ball games.
When you look at where you guys are right now in its entirety, offense, defense, special teams, everything, why do you think this season hasn't exactly gone as you guys imagined?
Well, we made too many mistakes. It's real simple.
Coach, this has obviously been a challenging season. What have you learned about yourself through all this adversity?
I've been through adversity before. This is not a new thing. You don't like it. Obviously, you deal with it. You get up and fight the next day. At the same time, as a coach, I don't worry about myself. I worry more about the team. I've lived a longer life than most of these guys on this team. So you try to get the team ready to play, and you just keep fighting, and you learn from your mistakes, and you grow from there.
With how difficult this season has been, Todd, is there any part of you that is looking forward to it being over?
No, I'm just looking forward to the next game. Look forward to the season being over until it's over.
Has this job been more challenging than you thought it would be?
No, it's normal. It's a coaching job.
But, you haven't made the playoffs yet, so I'm sure when you took it, you probably anticipated a lot more.
I've anticipated a lot of things in my life that didn't go quite as planned, but that doesn't make it any more challenging than the next job.
Everybody good? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's some